is an auction, and some people will be happy and other people will be dismayed to know that I will be mixing in the occasional more advanced deals. I think I've been heavy on the intermediate and light on the advanced, so be careful now that we have a good intermediate background and some advanced hands, but we need some more. Okay, so the opponent's bid black suits just like we're not even there. And the next thing we know, we're up to 4 spades. Out comes the 3 of clubs. And first question of the day is, what's going on and what do we do here at Trick 2? Oh, that's what happens when I take a week off. Everybody was so talkative 2 weeks ago. Is Zoom used? Okay. Okay. Heart through declare his strength, presumed strength, or at least around a dummy's weakness. Jack of hearts. So what's going on? What's going on here? Jack of hearts seems normal. Okay. Got a sequence. It's not around into dummy's strength. Somebody needs the Zoom link. Dummy has what, 13 points? Supported spades with 4, opened a club with 4. No. Have I muted myself?
No, you're still here. Everybody's thinking.
Okay. All right. Everybody's thinking. Bab, somebody in the room is asking for the Zoom link.
Yeah, I'll put it to the.
Okay. Anything strange about this auction? Or not about the auction, but about the deal? The auction looks normal from what we can see of North Stand. What are you thinking with the East hand when the lead is made and dummy comes down? Okay, the lead of 3 of clubs is strange because why? Okay, most of the time on an auction like this, you're going to expect partner to lead an unbid suit, a red suit. Now, you may think that, okay, this is a strange lead, so what do we make of this? Now, if you're playing with me, one reason I might not lead an unbid suit is if I have the unsupported aces in both of the unbid suits, because at low-level suit contracts, I absolutely hate the lead of the ace without the king. But we know the partner doesn't have that hand because we can see the ace of diamonds in dummy. Sorry, I cut out there, and I don't know where I did. My Wi-Fi connection cut out. Anyway, one reason partner might not lead an unbid suit is possession of the unsupported aces, right? But we know that that's not the case because we see the ace of diamonds in dummy. So partner's not avoiding leading diamonds because partner has ace empty, which usually means that would be a bad lead. Partner actually wanted to lead one of the opponent's suits. So I agree that the lead seems strange potentially, and I also agree with Babs. One reason partner might do that is because partner has a singleton. Now, this actually shouldn't surprise us because even before we see the lead, we know that both opponents bid clubs and we have 4 clubs. The opponents. So the 3 club bid might be a help suit game try. It might not be a 4-card suit, but there's a decent chance that it is. And if the opponents have 8 clubs, then partner does have a singleton. Coupled with the fact that it's a little weird for a partner to be leading one of their suits. Now, if partner has a singleton, A, we can give partner a rough, and B, the clubs in dummy aren't really threatening, right? Because nothing can be pitched on them because declare has the same number of clubs in both hands. The hands are square, right? 4 clubs opposite 4. So if declare had short clubs like a doubleton, then there would be pitches coming on the clubs, but that's not the case here. So we don't have to be afraid of the clubs, and the way that we might on a different distribution, we might be afraid that we better set up some tricks or cash some tricks before they go away. Like if partner has, let's say, the ace of hearts behind declare's king, we need to take our hearts before they go away on the clubs. Nothing's going away on the clubs if declare has 4 of them. Okay, so if we decide that partner has a singleton club, and therefore the clubs are not threatening, and any roughs that partner gets might just be extra tricks, what do we do at trick 2? Well, probably we want to give partner a rough. Declare might have a 3rd round heart rough coming, but we can't really do anything about that with 4 trump and dummy. And either declare has the king of diamonds and no diamond loser, or partner has the king of diamonds, the diamond is finessable, and we may or may not get the jack of diamonds on the 3rd round. But there doesn't seem to be a real burning reason to do anything other than give partner a rough. So if we decide that that's what we want to do, what do we play with the 9-8 2 of clubs? Okay, high club for a heart, low club, 9 of clubs for a heart, 2 of clubs for a diamond. Declare may be afraid to finesse. I want declare to think I have the diamond king. Okay, this is interesting. So everybody recognizes that this is a suit preference opportunity, right? When we give partner a ruff, we play a low card to ask for a low suit returned, a high card to ask for a high suit returned. Kind of surprised that nobody wants to play the 8 of clubs, given that we don't really have anything good in either red suit. Not that the 8 of clubs is right. I'm just surprised that it hasn't been chosen. Okay. So if partner returns a heart, we can assume that declare has one or more of the high hearts, right? Partner with the ace, king, queen of hearts probably would have at least laid one of those down before switching to a club. Partner could be sitting with the heart, ace, queen. Okay, and this is really the point. So the first level of analysis should be, what do we have in the red suits? But the second level is, what might partner and declare have in the red suits? If partner has the ace queen, as is being suggested here, a heart lead is going to go around to declare's king and give away a trick. Or if partner has the king of hearts sitting behind the ace, and declare has the ace queen, the heart king is also going to give away a trick. So a heart lead is risky from partner's side, because the only people with high heart cards are west and south. And when that's the situation in your west, you don't want to be the one leading hearts. You want declare or east to lead hearts. But a diamond lead actually has a couple of things going for it. One of those things is, as was suggested, declare might be afraid to finesse diamonds, because that might give us the opportunity to give partner a second ruff. So declare might hop up with the ace, whereas after declare has drawn trump, declare would probably be happy to finesse partner out of the king and try leading to the queen of diamonds. But the other reason that we might want partner to lead a diamond is that even if declare does finesse and put up the queen, winning the trick, so what? Declare could have done that anyway. It's not going to give away an extra. The only way it might give away an extra trick would be if we had nothing in diamonds, and then a lead from the king might go around to declare's jack, and then declare could still finesse to the ace queen. But we have the jack of diamonds. So whether or not declare finesses the diamond, a diamond lead from partner can't give away a trick. If declare puts in the queen, so what? Declare was going to do that later anyway. So look what happens if, let's say we lead the high club, partner ruffs, we've asked for a heart. From partner's perspective, we can certainly have the ace of hearts. And even if we don't, for some reason we wanted a heart, so partner leads the heart. Declare wins this trick. Now, in this case, even if declare basically has one diamond loser, right? There's nothing to pitch. So even if we led diamond to the queen, cast the ace of diamonds, we'd still be missing the jack 10, and we'd still lose a diamond trick. So what declare should probably do is just lead a diamond to the ace, because declare can lead a diamond towards the queen later and get the second diamond trick, right? And now it doesn't matter whether we cover or not. We get finessed out of the spade. And partner can grab the king of diamonds now or take it on the third round, but declares making 10 tricks, right? but let us play it again. So club to the ace, we ask for a diamond, even though we don't have anything in diamonds. Partner again plays a diamond, and let's say, doesn't really matter, the queen of diamonds will win, but declare can lead up to the queen of diamonds later, in this case. Which club did I play? I didn't play the small one. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, pretend we played the two. Actually, we don't have to pretend. We can undo it. Thank you. Okay, so we play the two of clubs. Partner roughs. Partner returns the diamond. Declare hops up with the ace. Declare, let's say, finesses and spades. Declare can still lead up to the queen of diamonds. But the difference now is that partner hasn't blown a trick by leading around to the ace queen of hearts. And so declare doesn't really have any options for avoiding a heart loser other than at some point leading a heart to the queen, which is going to lose, and declare is down one. So the difference between the two variations is just that when partner leads through the weakness of the hearts and around to declare strength, that gives away the 10th trick. But even though we have nothing in diamonds, because partner is leading through strength, he doesn't give anything away. And so the real lesson here, although the people who said that declare might be afraid to finesse are absolutely right. And that might have made a big difference if declare had, let's say, a doubleton diamond. In this case, it wouldn't have mattered in the diamond suit whether declare finessed or not. And that's a good point. I'm glad people brought that up. The reason that I wanted to use this hand is that the other thing that's going on here is that we have to take into account more than just our hand when we decide, okay, what suit do we want partner to play after the rough? If we had the ace of hearts, we'd play a high club. If we had the ace of diamonds, we'd play a low club. And in either of those cases, the defense would be easy. You just show partner where your entry is, you give partner the second rough, and declares down before ever getting in. But when we don't have either of those cards, we have to think about what's going to be more or less damaging for the defense, right? Because do something upon roughing that club, and partner's not going to lead a club, and partner probably wants another rough, so partner's not going to lead a trump. So West is going to definitely rough a club and almost certainly play a red suit at trick 3. And if we look at our hand, if we look at dummy, we can figure out which red suit is less likely to be damaging. We're not going to win trick 3 and give partner the second rough. We know that, but it still makes a difference whether partner plays a heart or a diamond. Okay, moving on. Now for a hard one. Okay, we want to show all the hands, which I think we are, so that's all good. All right, this is exciting. Hope you guys don't have weekend plans. We just spent 20 minutes on the easy one. Okay, North opens a club, normal, 13 points, singleton diamond, etc., etc. 1 spade overcall, normal, 2 hearts, pass, 4 hearts. All is wonderful. Here is what happens at some table. Partner has a doubleton in our suit. Queen and dummy, ace, king, jack, 10. 10 wins. Could have been a singleton. It's not. Yep. Yep. See them all. Third spade. Now, if declare pitches the queen of clubs, right, commonly called the loser on loser play, declare is going to go down immediately. If declare pitches the queen of clubs here, partner or East is just going to play a fourth spade, and that's going to promote West's queen jack doubleton. Right, dummy is going to have to follow suit to another spade. So either South will ruff low and get over roughed, or South will ruff with the ace, and the queen jack will be worth a trick. So even though loser on loser is a nice declare technique, it's not going to work here. And so what declare does instead is put up the ace. West signals possession of a high club. Declare can at least get 2 trump out of the game. And now that there's only 1 trump outstanding, and it's a high trump, declare can play the queen of spades, get rid of the losing club, and West wins with the trump that was coming anyway. And at this point, the hand is over, right? Only declare has hearts. The only loser is a diamond. The diamond can be roughed. So declare makes 10 tricks. There's actually a few ways this can go. So let us play it again, Sam. Ignore the auction and all replays. Okay, here comes the spade. And as a matter of fact, this declarer actually heard Ratna and thought it would be a good idea to hang on to the king of spades, especially since even if playing a losing spade, partner can ruff, and the queen of spades is not set up for a discard. So if declare hops up with the ace of hearts here and plays it the way it was played last time, partner has a good heart trick, and the queen of spades is not set up for a club pitch. You see the improvement for the defense here? Unfortunately, as Val notices, in this situation, if the defense plays it differently, so can declare. Now partner has to ruff. Otherwise, the 6 of spades wins, and declare only has 1 additional loser. Actually, I take it back, right? If West doesn't ruff, declare doesn't have any losers. So partner ruffs. But West can't hurt us now. So we made declare's life a little more difficult, but declare had a different option that worked. At this point, it doesn't really matter, right? West might hope that South has another club, but South doesn't, and South draws trump and roughs a diamond and blah, 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 blah. And again, makes 10 tricks. Very sad. How did you know? Oh, you guys are great. You're even predicting how the defense improves each time. So we had a better East at table 3. And this East said, you know, before we do that thing with the spades, possible trump promotion, et cetera, it might be a good idea to get our club trick. And West can always fire another spade through the queen. We have the ace, king, jack. Life is wonderful. So this West played a club. And now we can see that a spade East followed by another spade, which guarantees the trump promotion, is going to set the hand. Yes? Unfortunately, West returned a club and declare roughed. And drew trump. And declare still has a spade to lose, but that is only the third trick for the defense. Well, the problem is that West was playing East for a singleton club, in which case East might have had no interest, but no choice. Although you're right, what East did as well as could be done by leading a high club, but a singleton is a singleton. So this hand was over, and East said, well, geez, you know, this hand could have gone 2 different ways. Could have gone like spade, spade, high spade, and declare makes the hand, or it could have gone spade, spade, low spade, and declare makes the hand. But instead, at trick 2, I find the brilliant switch to a club, the only play that could have set the hand, and you screwed it up. And West said, well, you know, that sounds nice, but it could have been a singleton club. And if you only have one club, I can't really draw any inference from whether it's a high or a low club. And I had to play a club to set the hand. So, you know, it's unlucky, but it's not really my fault either. Maybe it's your fault. Maybe you could have done something even better. And he said, you're an idiot. And West said, well, you're an idiot. And they went on to the next round. In this variation, the defense BBO players. In this variation, East-West came as close as possible to setting this hand, or at least as close as we've seen. But one of them could have done something better here. Who was, well, yeah, so I guess the way I should phrase this is this unlucky, or was there an inference available to one of the players that could have made life even better? All right, let's look at variation 4. Being a lesson, someone is to blame. This is correct. Babs is doing what we call gaming the system. Well, the problem with that, Jack, is that if East has the singleton too, that's gonna, suggest honors that aren't there, because a singleton is a singleton, so we can't really draw an inference from whether it's the 7 or the 3. But in variation 4, well, let me see. You know what? I should have. Okay, I'm gonna leave this deal as is. I changed it slightly, but I didn't change it the way I wanted to. So we'll actually look at it the same way. So West is correct that East might have had a singleton club. But let us say, not necessarily. East just overcalled a spade. So with a bunch of good spades, even with a second diamond suit, a long diamond suit that's kind of crummy, and East might have a second heart. East could have one club. East could be like 5-2-1-5 or something like that. 5 good spades and 5 bad diamonds. Okay, so here comes the expert play that, let's call it the advanced play since this isn't the intermediate expert club. Here comes the advanced play that East could have made, but didn't. And the fact that East didn't make this play means that West actually gets the blame for what did happen. Now, I want you to imagine that you are East, and you are smart enough, as our real East was, to switch to a club to get a club trick. But let's say you had a singleton club. And let's say your singleton club is the 7. You know that when partner wins this trick, it would be right for partner to return a club for you to ruff. But you also know that this is a possible layout where you don't want partner to return a club, you want partner to return a spade and do the defense that we saw almost took place, right? If you're East and you had a singleton, and therefore you wanted partner to return a club at trick 3, you already know you're going to win this trick. You already know you're going to play a club. But that's going to give partner a problem, what to do at trick 3. So if you have the singleton club and you want to make sure that partner wins a club, you lie to partner. You win the ace, you play your singleton club. Remember, we're describing a hand that is not the actual hand we're looking at here, right? We're describing the hand where East has 1 club. West wins, and West knows for sure that there's no future in spades because declarer must have the king of spades, right? Partner won the ace, trick 1. And you always win with the lowest of touching honors, or at least, you usually conventionally win the lowest of touching honors. So West, knowing that dummy has the queen of spades and declarer has the king of spades, and there's no tricks coming in diamonds, West will hope that the 7 of clubs was a singleton. And if it is, East will ruff, promote the heart, and the hand will go down. So on the real hand, the winner of the argument was East, who said, if I wanted a club rough at trick 3, I would have played the ace, so you knew there was no future in spades. Now that's a harder inference for West to get, right? So let's say you're moving up the bridge ladder from intermediate to advanced to expert. You want to play with better and better partners, right? As West, that's a tough one. That's a high level play. It's a little bit easier as East. If you're East, the 10 of spades is a really nice play on this hand because it lets partner know that, okay, our future is in spades, even though I'm going to play a club at trick 2. But if you're East and you have the same hand, you would play the ace of spades if you had a singleton club, because you don't want partner to mess around with spades anymore. So the general rule here, if you know that you need partner to play a different suit, either to set up a trick or to cash a trick or to send a lead through dummy or for whatever reason, you can actually false card not to fool declarer, but to fool partner into thinking that there's no future in a particular suit. If you want partner to play a club here, then tell partner that there's no future in spades. If the hand went as I initially described, where East wins with the 10 and then plays the club, which needs to be played, and then West, I know it was the 7 of clubs when we did it the first time. Doesn't matter because a singleton is a singleton and we can't draw any inferences from whether it's high or low. If 2 experts are playing, like bona fide serious experts, and the hand goes like this, it's West's fault. West should trust East to win the first trick with the ace of spades to make it clear that a club is needed at trick 3. And since that didn't happen, West shouldn't have played a club at trick 3. But again, pretty high level. The intermediate advanced level here, I think, is as East. If you're in a position where the next time West leads, you don't want a spade, then you play the card that tells West that there's no future in spades. I think, Jack, I think that people would, some might occasionally, but I think that even the world-class players who get it wrong would recognize that they should have gotten it right. This is not an unknown play. This kind of falls in the general heading of building the fence around partner. When East plays the 10 to win trick 1, East is definitely making it clear to West that there is some potential future in spades, and that's not to do as East if you don't want West to play a spade next time he's in. So I'm not saying this would be an easy hand for experts and they'd get it right every time. But I think when you get to the level of players who are like winning and competing for even national championships, forget world class, I think that most of the time they're going to get it right, and when they don't, they're going to know that they should have. I know that some of the bread and butter hands that I've put up are more are really well geared towards the intermediate level players, and I know that some people are finding them a little too routine, so I wanted to mix in something that's fairly advanced. Okay, let us look at something a little less expertish. Blah blah. Oops. Let's switch to only eavesdropping on East. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. All righty. We overcall a heart. Partner raises. And the opponent's bid game, just like we're not even there. Very sad. Okay, heart to our king, and what do we do with trick 2? I promise this is not some expert level hand that that the world-class player is going to have to draw 3 negative inferences to figure out. Standard bidding, by the way, how many spades does South have? I should say standard American bidding. Okay, in the US, because South bid a spade and did not make a negative double, South has at least 5 spades. So partner has either 1 or 0 spades. For whatever that's worth to our analysis. Okay, diamond vote. Any particular diamond, or does it matter? Only hope partner has diamond queen and the club ace. Okay, so if we led like a small diamond to the queen, that would force out the ace. Partner could win the ace of clubs and then play a diamond through to the jack. We got 1 trick already. Ace of clubs would be 2, and a diamond to our king 10 would be 3 or 4. Okay, any alternative ideas? So I wanted to throw this in as kind of a review hand here. There's always another heart and maybe doesn't give away anything. Okay. So if Declare has something like, let's say, a doubleton queen of diamonds, we had the king of diamonds behind the ace, And if we lead a diamond, we're finessing ourselves. And it is correct that South can always rough hearts if needed. So okay, so Joe says a heart maybe doesn't give away anything, and the rationale for that again is that declare is already void in hearts. We could lead a trump, but declare could rough that and still have a bunch of spades in dummy to possibly rough hearts anyway, right? So here's my question. I really like the way that was phrased. Maybe doesn't give away anything. Does a heart give away anything? And if it does, what might it give away, or what does it give away? Okay, there's a problem with what Ratna just said. A heart gives away tempo, and the problem with it is that it's not in all capital letters and 50-point font. Even if a heart doesn't give away a trick right now, it gives away the timing of the hand. Your declarer, you've heard the auction, you can't see declarer's hand, but what's your plan? It's really, really simple. You know how declarer is going to play this hand. Declarer is going to draw a trump, knock out the ace of clubs, and pitch red suit losers on the clubs. Right? Even not looking at the west hand, not looking at the south hand, when you look at that dummy, you know how declarer is going to play this hand. Draw a trump, run the clubs, pitching probably diamonds first, because if you end up with a heart loser at the end, you can always rough that because you're still going to have another trump in dummy to get rid of the heart. So for those of us who have been here since week 1 or week 2, the early days, what happens to declarer's losers? They get roughed, or they get pitched, or they just get lost. The defense gets them eventually, right? But this is not a hand where the defense gets tricks eventually. There is no eventually. Declare has 5 spade tricks coming. Almost certainly 4 clubs, if not 5. The ace of diamonds, and also heart roughs, right? So there are some hands where declare has to really struggle to get up to 10 tricks. And on those hands, we don't want to give anything away. We don't want to give declare a 10th trick. But there are other hands where declare has all the tricks that are needed, and we have to get our tricks first. And that falls under the general heading of active versus passive defense. When the dummy is as threatening as this one, with 17 high card points and a singleton, right? We've got to take our chances and get our tricks. So now this is a lesson hand, so everything works wonderfully. The queen of diamonds forces the ace. Declare draws trump.
The NHS offers children 5 vaccine doses against.
Declare tries to set up the clubs, but partner wins, gives us our diamond, and declares down 1. But when people don't lead a diamond in this hand, they're going to ask the same rhetorical question here. They're going to say, what if partner doesn't have the queen of diamonds? What if we're just leading around to the ace? So for example, let's say declarer has a doubleton queen of diamonds. And so by leading around to the ace jack, we're finessing ourselves. And the answer to that is, if declarer has the doubleton queen of diamonds, maybe with the sixth spade, we're never, ever, ever getting the king of diamonds. We can't wait for the king of diamonds because declarer is going to draw a trump, knock out the ace of clubs, and the diamond's going to get away. I think as Ratna put this one perfectly early on, which is that partner having the queen of diamonds is the only hope. Actually, the queen of diamonds and the ace of clubs. Partner needs both cards, right? But the riskiness of leading a diamond away from the king around to the ace jack is an illusion. Because if partner doesn't have that queen of diamonds, we're never, ever, ever getting a diamond here. Declarer's got a 5-card suit to the king, queen, jack, 10, and a diamond stopper. So we don't have immediate diamond tricks anyway. So declarer has more than enough time. We know partner can't help us in spades. Partner has at most 1 spade, and dummy has the ace. So partner can't stop spades. Might be able to stop the club suit. That would give us our one chance to continue diamonds. But if we switch to a heart, if we make declarer rough, then when partner gets in with the ace of clubs, it's too late because declarer still has the ace of diamonds. So in this respect, bridge is just like, let's say, football with like the Hail Mary passes, or basketball where one team is constantly shooting 3-pointers at the end of the game and they're making desperation plays that might be low percentage, but when your back's up against the wall, that's the only hope you have. The worse things look, the more chances you have to take. If it looks like declarer doesn't have everything under control, that's when you want to play it safe. And as Joe suggested, right, make declarer rough a heart. Declarer could do that anyway. But when things look dire, that's when you have to take a chance and hope for the best, because waiting around playing passive defense is no good here. Declarer's got tricks to burn. The only chance we have is to get our tricks first. Okay, one for the road coming up. And I like this hand. It's not really a hand that I necessarily expect would get figured out at the table or necessarily needs to be, but I think it's a great hand for general principles and illustrating one of my favorite general principles here. So this is not a whose fault is it, but it's a where could things have gone better. I mean, it kind of is, if you want to call it fault, but it's kind of where did the defense miss an opportunity? Okay, big slam auction. We might have some hope here as East. We got an ace and a king. Not the worst. Partner has a sequence. Well, partner, we're not necessarily East, but West has a sequence, leads a heart. East encourages. Yep, this is a see-all. Declare leads a diamond. East plays high-low with a doubleton. Or, I'm sorry, West plays high-low with a doubleton. East knows that Declare can get back there anyway. Switches to a spade as kind of a safe-ish play, expecting there's no immediate tricks to cash. Correctly surmising that. Declare draws trump. Pitches a club. Roughs out our 10 of diamonds. Leads up to the ace of clubs. And a diamond is established for our last loser. And Declare makes 12 tricks. So if we look at all four hands here, Declare has 6 spade tricks. Ace, king, queen. Ace of hearts, 7. Ace, king of clubs, 9. 2 top diamonds, 11. And as we saw, Declare set up the 5th diamond for trick 12. The defense doesn't really have any roughs. Declare is going to draw trump as soon as Declare gets in. So does anybody see how this hand could have been set? This one's tricky even after looking at all four hands, right? Okay. Yeah, in this case, there's not going to be a trump promotion because Declare is just going to get in before anybody's out of trump. And the first thing Declare is going to do is draw trump. It's a good thing to think about. Okay, let's look at variation 2 since we're coming up on the hour. Okay, duck the first. Okay, I think I'm going to go on vacation and Ratna is going to do this class over the summer. Yeah, look what happens. And I mean, that is an excellent analysis. I don't think that most people would work this out at the table. Again, we'll just forget the auction here. We'll just get to 6 spades. Ratna is absolutely correct here. It's hard to see, right? But look what happens here. So in the first go around, we had East win the ace of diamonds. And what that did was, there's no rough coming if we duck. Declare is going to immediately draw a spade. So it's not like we're going to follow up by winning the ace and a rough. But what winning the ace of diamonds does is it gives South another entry to the table in the form of that small diamond. And it's really hard to see even without playing through it. But watch what happens if if East ducks this diamond. There's no danger, right? The high-low shows an even number, meaning Declare has another diamond, and partner doesn't have a singleton diamond. That would have been led. So look what happens. Declare draws trump. And if Declare plays a second diamond, it doesn't change anything here. Declare leads a diamond. But the diamonds aren't set up at this point, and Declare's only remaining entry is the ace of clubs. Declare can, there's no squeeze. I mean, Declare can try to, you know, play out 2 rounds of trump, which is normal squeeze play technique, right? But West guards the clubs with some help, and East has the diamonds. So the jack of diamonds is good. We still have a diamond covered, but now we're stuck in hand with the losing club. We can't get to that 13th diamond. And I mentioned earlier, this is a really, for people who do go to the YouTube and watch the videos, this is a good one to kind of play through and convince yourself how it works. I mentioned also that so last time around I had Declare draw trump, right? And I said it doesn't matter if East plays another diamond here. So even if East continues diamonds, if East tries to give partner a ruff here, then Declare can ruff high and draw trump. And if East plays another diamond at this point, then Declare dummy's gonna be left with 2 good diamonds, right? So picture this now. East plays a diamond, Declare ruffs high. Declare doesn't ruff high. That actually could make a difference, but let's say Declare could ruff low. I mean, it gives Declare a losing option. Yeah, exactly. So playing a 3rd diamond here isn't going to work, because now Declare draws trump and has 2 good diamonds to pitch the 2 losing clubs. But and I'm just running it through that way to show that a 3rd diamond doesn't help. If instead West does something else or East does something else, then Declare has the same problem as last time. The diamonds are not set up, so we can set them up, but we can't get back there to cash them. The 9 diamonds is good. There's no way to read, and Declare goes down. So why am I presenting this hand if I say that, I really don't think this is going to be worked out at the table by most people, even most advanced players? And the reason is one of my general principles about defense is that far more tricks are lost, far more contracts are blown by grabbing aces too soon than by ducking too much. So if you train yourself to duck the first diamond trick, just because you know it's safe, right? You know that Declare has 2 diamonds and so does partner. The high diamond shows an even number. It's not a singleton because it would have been the opening lead. So everybody's got another diamond left. And Declare's losing diamond isn't going anywhere. If you're trained as East to duck the first diamond on general principles, the hand is going to go down, even if you don't see initially why it's going to go down. Ducking saves lives. We all remember the times we duck and we never get our ace, and we think, oh God, I'm never going to duck another trick. I'm going to grab an ace. And the hidden tricks that you lose and the contracts that you allow to make because you grabbed your ace too soon are much, much harder to see. But I promise you they're there, and they far outnumber the tricks that you lose when you grab too soon. If declare N plays East in spades, well, let's take a look at that really quick for people who want to take a look. We can probably do that pretty quickly. Okay, so how do we want to do that? If you draw trump first, let's see, is there a... do you want to play diamonds first, or do you want to draw trump first, Jack? Let's just draw trump first. Okay, so we'll dispose of all possible and pitching well, you probably don't want to pitch a heart here, right? Because then you're not going to end play East in diamonds. East will just play the king of hearts without setting up the queen, and you'll have to rough it. So East will have an easy exit in the king of hearts if we pitch a heart on this trick. Okay, so we pitch a diamond, and East probably pitches a heart. Oh, East has to follow suit. Never mind. Okay. Gibbs says diamond. Okay, so we've drawn trump. Now, where are we going for south? Okay, now the diamond to the king, I'm assuming, and let's say that East follows the same plan. Okay, another high diamond. Okay. So let's see. So King of Hearts sets up the heart for a second club pitch. So a heart's not going to work for East. A diamond is going to give declare 2 club pitches. So that's no good. So East's only chances are clubs here. Okay, club 4 seems to be the only chance. So if declare wins this, declare is going to have the same problem that declare's already had, right? There aren't 2 entries to dummy to get there to set up the diamond and then to cash it. So declare's got to play low. Or at least middle, right? And now, if we don't force declare to take the ace, if we turn the 10 of clubs into an entry, then Declare is going to have enough entries. So Declare has to play the queen. And Declare can yeah, I think this is correct. No, okay. Hang on. Ratna says no. Let's see. Okay. Oh, the diamond jack after, yeah, either way, right? We're setting up another club trick for Declare. So Declare can't set up and use the diamonds. So one pitch is enough. Yeah, either way. Probably safer to play the diamond first in case it doesn't work, but yeah. Yeah, it would definitely be better technique to play the jack of diamonds in case the jack of clubs isn't dropping. Yep. Yep. Very well spotted, Jack. Ah. Well, I think the difference is that on this defense, Declare needed some stuff to go right, specifically needed that jack of clubs to drop, right? But when East grabs the diamond the first time, then it's a much easier hand to make. But you're right, it can still make either way. Now, I think in real life, though, if you duck the first diamond, you do have a good chance, well, certainly have a much better chance and probably a pretty good chance against most declarers. If you duck the first diamond. Clubs 3-3 split honors. I think if if the jack of clubs isn't dropping, then I don't think it's going to make, right? Yeah, I think on this layout it's going to work because of the 4-2 the 4-2 split. Then I think East would be safe. Although in that case, the only reason it wouldn't make is because West also has the 9 of clubs, right? Because if you give Declare the 9 of clubs, then it could still make even on 3-3 clubs, because then even though the jack of clubs won't drop, Declare could finesse us out of the jack of clubs. So if it went small, queen, ace, if Declare had the 10 of clubs in dummy and the king 9 in hand, then Declare could pick up the club suit anyway. Although in that case, the safest exit with jack third, well, it's tough because East doesn't know where the 9 of clubs is. Sometimes in that situation, the safer exit is to play the honor. But Declare should usually play for split honors, win the king, and then finesse the queen. Although in this case, Yeah, small club would work if we were 3-3 and partner has the 9, the queen 9. Jack 4th. Then it's going to depend where the 9 is for sure, right? Small club from east, doubleton queen forces the ace. East can cover the 10 of clubs with the jack. And then, well, if declare has the 9 of clubs, well, I guess in that case, it's, in that case, it would it still make the 10 jack? If partner has the 9, it's going to drop. So I guess it depends what those X's are. If they're the 6 and the 3, then I think declare is going to make it by finessing for the clubs after winning the ace. But if the if some of East's clubs, I think maybe the 8 is enough. The 9 would be enough for sure, because just cover the 10. If declare couldn't get back to dummy, I think jack 8 4th would be enough. Small to the queen, to the ace, cover the 10 with the jack. Declare can't get back to dummy, cashes the 9, and if our last club is the 8, that would be good enough. Be very interesting. Yeah, the club spots really make a difference if declare plays it that way. But again, if we win the first diamond, give declare the easy re-entry to dummy, then it's just bread and butter stuff, right? Cash the diamonds, rough the 4th one, the 5th one's good, and the hand's pretty easy to make. Okay, everybody, have a great week. I will see you next Friday. Have a great weekend, I should say, and week. And thanks, some interesting stuff today. Good comments.
Thank you, Dan. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.